Welcome to the call, everyone. We are so excited to have you here for our second call in our 90-day action plan. So thank you guys for tuning in. I have a fabulous guest tonight for you, and I'm not seeing him right now, so let me just look to make sure he's here. We had some trouble. There he is. I see you, Aaron. Aaron, you're just going to unmute yourself because I muted all the lines. So let me just give you the fabulous introduction you deserve first. But a couple of quick announcements. First of all, I want to remind you all, many of you were in the 20 and 30 group with us, and we just completed that, had our very last call. And for everyone else, I want to make sure you guys all are aware of the double dipping factor we have going on this week with our premium and value packs, and of course our ultimate packs that already come with free enrollment. Now you can follow up with all of your leads and say you could get free enrollment and free shipping on qualifying orders and join our February group that is starting off for the month of February. So what a great thing you guys have to offer all of your clients. So use that this week as you're following up with all of your leads and all of your prospects. So I definitely wanted to share that with you. We also have the promotion going on with giving 10 bars or ISO Delights away, and it doesn't have to be 10. It can be whatever number you want. If you want to do less, you can do less. If you want to do more, you can do more. But the For the Love 10. Elisa says 10. She is like a rule follower. So find 10 of something to give away. That is the goal. And you know, you can, like I keep a lot of stuff on hand. And so if you have extra and you want to do more, do more. But the bottom line on that is you will have the whole entire month to give it away. So if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of extra stock on hand like I do, I have 6 people that are eating the products all the time in and out of here. So I'm always stocked up. But if you're not, if it's just you maybe in your house and you're not stocked, you can place your order this week with the free, well, you don't get free shipping, but you can place your order this week and you'll have the products in plenty of time to get them distributed by the end of February. So that group is in ISA for Wealth along with all that we're doing for the 90-day action plan. All right, so those were the quick announcements that I wanted to share with you before I bring on our special guest. And one of my favorite things about Isagenix is the absolutely amazing people that you meet in your journey. And we met Erin. Susan Wheeler is from Connecticut. That's where I'm actually from as well. And she met Erin in an airport, and they started collaborating together, doing meetings together. So Erin's been kind of a part of our team now for a few years. We've done Super Saturday events together. They've done all kinds of events together, and they've built a great relationship. And Aaron is so abundant when someone wants him to be a guest on a call or to share, and he just does such a great job sharing. And if you don't know who Aaron is, I'm going to have him share his story. That's the first thing he's going to do. But he is just an amazing spokesperson for the ISA Body Challenge. And that is our topic this week. So we're going to talk a little bit about the ISA Body Challenge and how you can use that to grow your business. But he is just a true ambassador for health and wellness and what we do and what we love so much. But on top of that, just such a quality human being, a great, great family man. He has 2 beautiful children, a beautiful wife, very close-knit family, just a wonderful human being, great friend, and an awesome leader. So Aaron, thank you so much for giving of your time tonight and getting on this call with us.
Well, Cindy, it's a pleasure, and I thank you so much for having me part of your call tonight. Thank you. What's going on, everybody?
So excited to have you here. And certainly if you guys have questions, you can put them in the chat box for us. But let's start off with, we've got a lot of new people. This is our business group, and we're working on our 90-day action plan, Aaron. So we've got some new people that may not know your story. So let's just do, share why Isagenix, because I'm assuming with your background in sports that you probably got approached to do other products over the years. So why Isagenix, and how did this all happen for you?
Well, great question. You know, I say that story about 1,000 times a day because, you know, I have to pinch myself to really realize what I have now. Once I did say, okay, I'll give it a shot. So in 2011, I actually was introduced to this by my younger brother. Now, my younger brother and the person that introduced it to him kind of plotted out, if I understood this, that, I would be the face of Isagenix, right? So that was their whole idea behind it. However, I had a whole different plan. I played arena football, which is, professional football for 2 years on my way to the NFL and suffered a really bad knee injury. Due to that injury, I had to stop playing. I lost all the opportunity and it was devastating. However, I did go to school. You know, I followed my mom's wishes and got an engineering degree, computer engineering. And so I figured if I ever got hurt playing football, I can always sit in the chair, do computers, and make good money. However, when I got into the field, it just wasn't rewarding. You know, I would work many hours. I would work with a lot of people that I didn't want to work with, miserable people. And I just wanted to be back out in the public. I wanted to be back out there inspiring lives and, you know, working with youth and really living my full potential. And so when this came into my life, it came at a time where I wasn't really open to receiving anything. And I said no. I had said no so many times. And my brother Trevor just kept on banging on my door. Come on, man. Come on, man. To the point where he actually bought me what is called now the value pack. At the time, it was the President's Pack. And called me up and said, hey, the box is coming to your house. So I had told him, I said, you know, why'd you waste your money? I have no intention on doing this program. And so when it arrived at my house, I kicked it under my bed. And I didn't touch it for about 6 months. And so during that time, I ended up running a few different combines or tryouts with youth athletes and helping them to advance their career. And remembered that we had a friend that we had met at one of the Isogenics events, which I got dragged out to. Was so glad I got dragged out to that because that was the first time I actually got to go to Phoenix. But I figured, hey, you know, I'll go out to Phoenix and have a good time and just be there because it was a free vacation, right? Why not? However, I had met Kathy Savage out there. And so just like Cindy said, you know, we're one team here and we're all encouraging each other to pull whatever it is inside out to be 100%. And so I had met Kathy and, you know, while we were in Massachusetts working some athletes out, we had ran into her studio. So we hung out at her studio, saw the great, amazing work that she was doing with some women athletes getting ready for their bodybuilding competitions and dared both my brother and I to do a fitness competition. Now, you know, you may see this shirt, this Muscle Mania shirt, and I had no intentions on standing on stage naked. That was not my thing. Matter of fact, I told Kathy that she was crazy, that I would never do a fitness show, and she dared me to do it. She goes, you got 12 weeks, figure it out. And so at that point, both my brother and I were talking on the way home from Massachusetts, had about a 2-hour ride. And he goes, are you going to open that box? Are you going to finally dab into Isogenics and let's do this fitness competition and let's really show these products or show ourselves what these products can do? So I said, all right, listen, you know, if I can only do a month, I just use the products you bought me. I said, I'm not doing this business thing. I'm not sharing it with anybody. I said, but I will do the program and I will do the competition. And so I entered into IsaBody because it was a recommendation, and I went into the challenge. I did the 12 weeks, and I lost 40 pounds, 16% body fat, put on 14 pounds of lean muscle, and I won the show. I won the regional New England show at Foxwoods, and at that moment, I realized what I had. I mean, it changed my whole body. I'm in the best shape of my life. I just hit 40 last year. I've been with Isogenics 6 years. And I can't even begin to tell you the different person I am now. I try to reflect on who I was then, you know, sharing this story, but it is nowhere near who I had become, really understanding what true health is about, right? And freedom, and knowing that we haven't even hit our potential if we allow outside sources to dictate and judge us, depend on, you know, on who we are. So once I started to realize that this was really a personal development journey with a comp plan, I quickly fell in love with it. And I started meeting people like Cindy Walters and Susan Wheeler and so many others that have just really poured belief into me, helping me to grow and to say, Aaron, you know, what else you got? What else you got? And, you know, even when I was tired and beat down, everybody would still say, come on, Aaron, you got more in the tank. What happened in the fourth quarter? What would you do if the coach gave you the ball? You know you would score. And so, you know, a lot of those feelings came back into me. And so I ended up becoming a world champion. I won in 2015 bodybuilding, and it was amazing. And I've used Isogenics the whole time. 80% of what my eating is all Isogenics. And now I'm a stay-at-home dad. I work from home. All I do is Isogenics now. Share this amazing gift, and I couldn't be more happier and more free, knowing in here that I live for purpose every single day. So yeah, I'm excited.
That's awesome. And right before this, I was messaging with one of my top leaders, and she was expressing to me that she was a little disappointed that some people that we know have gone to some other companies, and there's a whole bunch of them that, you know, are, you know, kind of grass is greener, going here, going there, and not consistent with one company. And, you know, I was saying to her, the thing is, we've got the best gig in town because we change people's lives, not just physically, mentally. Like, how many of us can say we're better people since we found Isogenics? You know, not only are we healthier, maybe in the best shape of our lives, but we're better human beings. We love more, we care more, we help people more, we show up at a higher level. It's just absolutely the most fulfilling thing in the world. If you grasp this and you really, really want to impact people, you can make such a great difference here. So, all right, so we know you are a champion in the weightlifting world and the bodybuilding world, but also you're our IsaBody champion too. And I would like you to share how did the IsaBody Challenge, and for those of us that are using the IsaBody Challenge to grow our businesses, how do you feel about, can IsaBody Challenge help people grow their business?
I tell you, it's my testimony. And every single person that gets started with a package goes into the IsaBody Challenge. And, I won, so I was a finalist. I wasn't a champion. I got beat out by Ann in Kellyanne Zander in Canada. And so it was me, Kellyanne, and I forgot her name. I think her name was Ann. Anyways, it was three of us. And so I became a finalist, and I'll never forget the day that I got a phone call from Eric Coover, congratulating me on winning a free cruise for me and my wife, $15,000 in cash and prizes. And, it was a true testament of what this company's built on. And so the IsaBody Challenge has really, really helped me to build my business, because I know if someone's really serious about changing their lives, they're going to give it 16 weeks. And I know what will happen with commitment to Isogenics for 16 weeks. You will never remember who you were day one. So it's been an amazing tool to not only help people to stay and retain, an account and grow their self as being the healthiest person in their life. But now if they decide to share it, right, it becomes a testimony. And so being the fact that I became a finalist and I got to do all the accolades that come along with being a IsaBody finalist, I can speak from experience. And, it's so cool to see that when I was a finalist, only 700 people completed that in 2013. And now it's like over tens of thousands of people. Matter of fact, they've changed the judging periods now because of so many people getting put in the pool. So it's so amazing to see this thing just grow and skyrocket. And it really is a testament to our business, because if we can help someone commit to the IsaBody Challenge, then you know that they're serious about this thing. And they know they're going to get a transformation. So it's huge.
And what I love about introducing the IsaBody Challenge, I had a launch party in my house last night for my son, and we had quite a few guests. And I talk about the IsaBody with every launch party I do, everyone I talk to, as a tool to help plant the seeds about the business. Because once I talk to them about, you can get $600 a year in free products just as a loyalty reward program from Isogenics,
right?
Their wheels are spinning. Okay, free products, $600, free products. And then I talk about referral rewards. So it's a very easy step in to me to like bring up the business. So for people that are a little nervous of talking about the business to people, maybe they don't have a business story yet and they're new, I feel like talking about the IsaBody just helps us bridge that gap, and it makes it easier to talk about enrolling, which I know is one of your passions. We were messaging about this earlier. And so I do want you to talk about sharing and, give people, how do you share? Where do you get your leads? How do you share some really specific things so people can learn maybe some tips that they're not doing?
Absolutely. So I just want to see by a raise of hands, how many people have had a fear of sharing Isogenics? Keep your hands up. I'm scrolling through my phone here just so I can see all your amazing faces. Awesome. Almost everyone. I love it. So what if I were to tell you today, and I can help you remove that fear forever? Would that be helpful?
That would be very helpful.
So let's take a minute and just reflect back to December. And we just celebrated Christmas, right? And for those who are, Christian, we just celebrated Christmas. And one of the most important, I would say one of the most amazing things that we get to do is we get to share gifts, right? We get to share gifts because we know and we love people and we just want to give. We just want to give and 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 give. Now, has anyone on here ever been disappointed by giving a gift?
By giving a gift?
Giving a gift, yeah, giving a gift. Has anybody been disappointed by giving a gift? Like absolutely devastated, like I'll never give a gift again. Anybody? No. Okay, I'm scrolling through my phone here, so I apologize if you see my hand moving. So that's all we're doing here, right? So remove yourself from the outcome because, we bought the gift for someone ourselves to go ahead and use and to grow into the best version of us because the people that are counting on us deserve that. So that was the gift to us. Now, when we share the gift, it is not our responsibility of their decision, right? And so if you can free yourself from the outcome, I mean, literally divorce the outcome, marry the perfect process of sharing this, using tools, right? Using your story, using your why, right? We don't want to get into what the shake is made of. We don't want to get on to science because we ain't nutritionists. We're not scientists. We're not. Maybe some of us are health professionals, but if we start talking about, the boring stuff, it's not gonna work, right? So share the gift of what it's done for you, all right? And when they ask, can I learn more about it? Say absolutely, and literally let it go. See, I didn't have this until I really kind of reflected on what I was doing. And it was the hardest thing because I always got so emotional because I knew what it did to me, and I could easily go into why it would be so great for them. Or I walk into a gym and I'm like, listen, you guys can make so much money, and oh my gosh, you would be perfect with this, and oh, you're a nutritionist, perfect. Share Isogenics, you can make an additional stream of income, and you can do this and do that. And what it always ended up with is no, I'm not interested. And it was because I was projecting on them what I wanted the outcome to be. And that's not fair. I mean, even as a child, we don't like to be told what to do. So who as an adult likes to be told what to do? None of us, right? So if you can put into your mind the fact that we get to share this with as many people as possible, and we don't care if they get started or not. We really don't. But we care more than they would even know because we're sharing this, right? So look at this just as a gift. And every single day you get to give a gift. If you look at your whiteboard and you see there that there was no gifts shared today, right? Then talk to yourself about it, right? If you didn't have any happiness today, maybe because you didn't share any gifts, right? Reflect on that. And see, once you can really, really, really divorce yourself from the outcome, the game changes. So I can't leave the house without telling every single person that I run into about something amazing that's happened to me. I can't. And I can care less on the judgment that they judge me. That's not my responsibility. How they respond has nothing to do with me. How I share has everything to do with me, right? So I walk into gas stations. I walk into the shopping mart. Everywhere. I'm looking for people to talk to. They're everywhere. There's so many people. Matter of fact, I get anxiety because I'm like, how the hell am I going to talk to all these people getting diapers? I got to get some diapers. Matter of fact, most of the time I get in trouble because I come home empty-handed. And my wife goes, did you get butter? And I'm like, no, but I talked to about 10 people. I go back to the store and I say, I would love to. So here's the thing. It's not about you. It's not about you. Once you're in this, right, and you know about this, you have to literally let it go. Free yourself from the outcome, right? You owe it to yourself. Because there's too much judgment in the world already. Don't add another one. And when your mind starts talking nonsense, say, you know what? I'm a gift giver. I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. I've never been disappointed. I've never been devastated from giving a gift. Yeah. It can be something as simple as a hug, okay? And we do it and we feel good when we give it. So that's all we're doing. And so, I'll give you a perfect example. So I was at Stop and Shop the other day, and I was standing in line. And it was just me and another lady, and she was talking to the cashier about weight loss. Now, of course, right, I've got to say something, right? And it was one of those days that I didn't feel like saying anything, right? Believe it or not, it was early. I had just dropped my kids off to school. I was picking up something. I wanted to get home. I knew that if I opened my mouth, that it wouldn't end there, and I would end up going and talk to everybody, right? So I just said, I'm not going to say anything, right? Not today. And the lady was so desperate, and she's talking to this cashier, which I know can't help her at all. Now, I knew of something very special. And so, I said real quick, I said a prayer. I said, Lord, I'm being selfish right now, and I need that selfish to be removed from me right now because this lady needs what I have, and I need to be 100% sharing this. I can't come in from a place of I got to come from a place of gift, and the only way I can do that is if my heart's pure. And so quickly, it went away, right? So use that. It's a great tool. I'm being selfish, right? And I don't like that feeling when someone's selfish, right? So I don't want to be that way. So I quickly said to the lady, I said, excuse me, I said, I can't help but overhear you talk about losing weight. I said, what would losing weight do for you? And she goes, oh my God. And you see it just to deflate it. Like she was just like, it would change my life. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah. She goes, I've been trying to lose weight so bad. My doctor wants me to do this. I got some health complications. Like, I really need to get healthy. And so I said, all right, well, I may have something that can help you. And it's helped me lose weight and kept it off for 6 years now. I would love to share it with you. If you don't mind, give me your phone number. I'll text it to you. Go take a look at it and, let me know, when you would like to talk, And so I kept it real simple. And she was like, okay, cool, yeah. So all of a sudden she puffed back up. She was like, oh my God, I got an answer. Holy smoke, just maybe an answer to my prayer. And so what'd that do to me? Now I'm like, woo! Like I just gave the greatest gift in the world. She didn't have to say yes to anything. It was just the fact that I gave it to her. And so to make a long story short, she texted me within 15 minutes. She ordered her value pack, right? She wanted it. She bought it right there that day. It came in 9 days later. She lost the weight that she wanted to lose. She called me and told me that her doctor, was very pleased with the results, right? So she was moving forward with her health challenge. And she said, Aaron, I have 2 things to say to you. Number 1 is thank you so much for looking up from your phone and caring to say something because you didn't have to tell me anything. And I would have left that store with no answers. She goes, thank you for being human. And thank you for saying something. And she goes, the second thing, she goes, thank you for changing my life. She goes, I don't think you know this. And then she went on to a long explanation of what her health challenges were, and it was amazing. This stuff is no joke. And so just think of it. If I would have left there being selfish, not sharing this gift, that lady, who knows what would happen, right? And so that made me think for a second that, you know what, I will never not share this thing. Whatever it takes. If I'm sitting there with someone and someone says hello to me, that's God telling me that this person needs a conversation. Now, I may not come out and say, hey, I got something for you, but throughout the conversation, I guarantee you weight loss, energy, money, freedom, time, all kind of things, right? Misery of hanging out with people. Like there's going to be something in there, some pain. And I can relate and I can say, you know what? I may have something for you. And it can be as simple as that. We have so many tools. And so get your MyIcy tools set up. I have a couple of different presentations. I have a weight loss presentation, right? With the product overview, transform your life, shake day, cleanse day, right? Icy body challenge, little videos, boom. Like, and I send that link, right? I found a simple way to use the tools. So I don't have to say anything, right? I don't have to say anything. That way I don't have to feel like I'm trying to convince. I don't feel like I'm selling. All I'm saying is I may have something for you. It worked for me. If you want to know more about it, let me see your number. I'll text you through right now. And you know what? Text me if you're serious, and we'll go ahead and have a conversation. It is simple, but I leave there charged. And I look at my board, and this is my blessed list. As I look at all my lists on this board, I said, my God, I need a whole wall for a board because I keep putting names down, and these are my blessed people. These are the people I'm blessing every day that I'm seeing out in the marketplace. And the world changes every single day to the fact that I have people now 2, 3, 4 years ago reaching back out to me now, asking me, are you still doing that thing? Because I've tried everything and nothing's worked and I'm ready to get started. And I said, yes, I am.
Yeah.
And so share this gift, guys, and just take a moment just to realize that, if you weren't shared this, what would have happened to your life? And just think of it if you don't share that with that next person. So it's simple as that, guys. Remove that fear by removing the outcome from your intention.
So beautifully said. And I say that all the time, that we are so blessed. We've been given this gift, and it really is our responsibility to share it with other people. I absolutely love everything that you just said. And we didn't talk about this before, guys, so I didn't tell him to say any of those things that he just said to you. So Aaron, I'm glad you shared your personal story, because I think people overthink connecting with people, and it is as easy as bumping into complete strangers. I have people that on this call, one gal in particular, Shelby, I met her in a clothing boutique, and I absolutely loved her. I think it was the very next day, she's at my house enrolling, because you can always find a way by asking good questions to bring Isogenics into conversation. It's really, truly that easy. So you use IsoTools. Yes. That was clear. I just found out about IsoTool presentations. I watched a video and I was blown away by that. So if you guys don't know about that, we will have to share a link with you. But you can actually on your computer make presentations, and that's what you're talking about, right, Aaron? And then you just send your presentation on the.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we can really customize it to the people that we see. And so just yesterday I was actually thinking, I was like, you know what? I always send a few videos to someone that had just got started. And I'm like, let me make a presentation for that, right? So I just have a link. It's called Getting Started. And what I have in there is, again, the product overview, shake day, cleanse day, the IsoBody challenge instructional, right? And then you share, they share. Here you go. Take a look at these videos until your package comes. It's like they make it more and more easier for us to really, really share this thing with very, very little know-how. It doesn't matter, right? And that's why we're so special, because honestly, the products work. People are going to ask. And once you get lit up, man, you want to light your whole world up. So it's a lot of fun and use the tools, man, because when you start getting into this yapping and yapping and yapping, man, that's one way to really talk yourself out of doing this thing.
Yeah, and you guys can tell Aaron loves to talk, but you saw how simple he kept it at the grocery store. He didn't go on and on like this with the lady at the grocery store that was a stranger. He probably wanted to and certainly could have.
I used to, and I scared the people away.
Yeah. You can say too much. And that's the thing. I think, the way you framed this up, that it's a gift we're giving and to divorce ourselves from the outcome. I absolutely love that. But it's a gift we can give by simply asking questions and finding out where people's needs are. And it's all about serving them. How can we serve them? How can we help them and make their lives better and impact them? Because it's certainly changing our life. So let's share that gift with as many people as we can. All right,
Absolutely.
Aaron. We do not do a full hour call. I do try to keep it. I always tell people save the hour. But it's when you get a great person on a call, it's hard to wrap it up in 30 minutes. So I do want to ask one more question. And what would your best tips be? Because the people on tonight's call, they want to learn from you. So I think they probably already learned how to reframe and not be fearful of sharing. So that was huge already. So if nothing else, they probably are walking away with that huge nugget. But what tips can you give for these people that really, really want this?
Whew, that's a great question, Cindy. And one of the things that I really, really want to share with you all is start your day right. And so I always share this with a lot of my people that have raised their hands saying, hey, I want to do this thing. And so I start off how they start their day. And I say, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? And a lot of people say, hey, I got things to do and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm running around crazy. And it starts to get really, out of control quickly. And so I asked them, I said, okay, well, this may just end up being another thing for you. And so I don't want that to be that case, right? Because this is something that is just genuinely human to human contact, right? This is just a blessing that we've been all receiving, right, for years to talk about. And so starting your day off is so important. And so, imagine your mind, if you will, as a fertile garden, okay? And I started reading a book called The Miracle Morning about a couple months ago because I found myself just being that action guy, and I just felt burnt out, right? And I just felt that I had no control of my day. I had all these things going on, and then when something would go wrong, it would just be like a cog in the wheel, and it's just like, and everything just fall apart. And so I started reading and started researching, and I found this book called The Miracle Morning for Networkers, and it was amazing, right? The concepts, everything that was written in there. But one thing really, really spoke true to me, and it said that the way you start your day is how the rest of your day is going to go. So I said, all right, I'm not a morning person, but I get very excited about waking up in the morning to go to the gym. So I started waking up a little earlier, right? And so instead of getting up at like 5:15 or so to get there at 5:30, I got up at 5, maybe 4:30 sometimes, right? And I stay up late too because I'm talking to people across the seas, and so I'm always on. But see, the thing is that I know tomorrow is a brand new day, but I don't want to end this day. So now is all that matters, and I want to get started tomorrow when tomorrow's there. But see, the thing is that we have to plant our seeds, all right? So our mind is a very fertile place, and it will grow whatever gets either blown in or planted in, okay? And so just imagine, if you will, the first 20 minutes when you wake up. If you fill it with all the external things to do, right, you're going to now allow your garden to be blown in seeds from wherever, and it's just going to grow, and your whole day is going to be like weeding your garden. Susan Will, you know what I'm talking about, okay? But if you actually spend the time to say, okay, I have a perfect garden here. Nobody's around. Nobody can start throwing seeds into my soil. The soil is ready, it's fertile, right? And I get to plant the first seeds. I do. I get 100% of me first. Right? So I get in my day started right, my daily devotional. I fill my soul first. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't, but I know my soul always gets it. So I fill that first, right? And I get my seeds and I start planting, right? And I say, I want this done today. 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 And then I sing to the plants all day long because I know that they live in a certain area and they got to be taken care of. Now, whatever comes in, I don't really care about that stuff. I can just sweep it away because I know where my seeds live. Now, if you didn't know where your seeds live, all day long, you're weeding a mess, right? You got to just rip it all out and just redo it. And so if I started doing that, I started noticing that my plants were growing. And by midday, whatever has happened didn't matter because I can look back and look at the seeds that I planted. And I'm like, wow, it's growing. And it could be the seed of gratitude. And I'm noticing things that I'm really thankful for in life. The seeds of contribution, the people that I'm sharing with, whether it be a hug, whether it be some knowledge that I got asked a question about, whatever it was, I was just giving, right? So that was my contribution. My seeds of growth, right? Because I got my daily devotional and I'm so happy I did that, right? And I'm looking at my Audible books and I'm reading my Audible books. But see, I framed my day before anybody else got to tell me what to do. Because I know that's coming. Once I get home from the gym, my wife gets up, the kids start getting up, everybody starts saying, all right, Aaron, we got things for you to do, right? But as long as I got my garden, I got my little place in my soil, that's all I gotta focus on is my plants. Everything else, I'm just deflecting all day. I'm grabbing some stuff here, I'm grabbing stuff there, but I'm still free because I started with me first. And so as I start to help someone to grow this type of business, it has to start within here. Get out of here and get into here. This is where it all lives. Right? We're just, spiritual beings going through a human experience, right? And so we have to fill that bucket, guys. We can't expect ourselves to get up late in the morning, running around crazy, trying to iron, trying to get to work, trying to be late, and be 100%. I guarantee you there's nothing left in the tank. And now you're doing nothing but defending yourself all day long because you just killed her. You just killed anything that you actually thought that you were going to get done, okay? And so, start your day off right by planting the seeds that you want to grow throughout the day. Number one, right? Set your measurable and meaningful goals, as Chris Harder talked about at NYKO. Okay, and you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Those 5 G's, man, those things, whoo, he was on point with it, right? It took a lot of kinks out of my hose, a whole lot of them. Okay, so when I started realizing that was what I needed to do, everything shifted, right? It wasn't this pressure thing. Oh my, I gotta do this. I don't gotta do nothing. I get to do everything, right? And it starts by planting my seeds first. And when you do that, everything changes. And so just remember that. Don't be stressed out about this thing, because if you're stressed out and you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. It's got nothing to do with the business. It has nothing to do with isogenics. It has everything to do with how you're starting your day and wanting to be the best you. All right. So that's the best advice I can give you right now. And just let that sink in. And if you guys have any questions, man, just jump on my Facebook, jump on my Messenger, ask me a question, tune into my videos every morning, because those things are coming from my heart. And I'm speaking from what I'm experiencing, and it ain't easy. I know, but it's just like going to the gym. If I want to build muscles, pardon my French, but the shit's got to get heavier. It's got to be strong. It's got to be more weight, right? And so the same thing is in life. If we want to be stronger, if we want to be the best version of us, we want to develop into what we've been built to be, we got to take on resistance, and we got to be willing to do it in a correct manner and be responsible farmers for what we've been planted. So that's the best one for me, Cindy.
Oh gosh, everybody's like typing in the comments. They could listen to you all day. So how do they find you? Because I love your daily videos, but I also love what you and Keith Dale are doing too. So how do they find you? You want them to follow you, not friend request you.
Right, yeah, because I just can't fit everybody. I wish I could. If you go on to Mr. Motivation, that's my page that everybody can kind of follow. I always put my videos on there so that you can kind of look through and find a day that you like. If Tuesday is your rough day, then listen to a Tuesday video, Monday or whatever. But yeah, you can definitely follow me too. Aaron Hairston on Facebook as well. And so you can follow me. You can't friend me. But you can follow me and you'll see, what's going on in my thread. So we have a live in the tank every day that we speak about something. And today it was talking about on second thought, right? It was talking about judgment. And so, Cindy, if you don't mind me, I know this is getting late, but guys, this is important. Okay, so our whole lives, right, we've always depicted how we get judged. Right? So as a youth, we always try to find where we fit in crowd, out crowd, the judgment zone, whatever it may be. You walk into a school dance and you kind of feel awkward, right? You're always being judged, how you dress, how you look, how you talk, all that stuff. And so the thing is that, we need to really recognize where we feel judged and the value that we hold on it. okay? And it includes how we talk to ourselves and how we judge ourselves, right? And so when we start thinking of second guessing things, right? Should I do this? Can I do that? Or someone said, you can't do this, you can't do that. We can easily get caught up in that judgment zone, right? And depending on how we value it is going to reflect in the actions and the activities and the results that we're going to get in life, right? And then we can look back and say, what did I get done other than just following what everybody else expected of me? And so it ends up becoming a badge, right? And you end up living through this badge that everybody else expects from you. Right. And so, really recognizing in your life what has happened along the way of you growing into who you are today. What has happened into the career that you've developed and that you love every day or you don't like every day, whatever it may be, just find where you can recognize that judgment and choose a system to remove it. Right. So for me, I change my physiology quickly. I jump into prayer. I jump into push-ups. I jump in something to power move. Yes, let's go. I find something to literally just break and snap it. Right? Even when I'm talking on the phone, I'm walking around the room because I don't want to be caught up thinking, right? Because I know that that's going to distract me because I will judge myself. Did I say that right? Did I say this right? Oh my gosh, I may screw this up. So all those judgments come and it doesn't stop, right? So all we have to do is we have to find and formulate a way to change our physiology, to change our mindset, to shift it, right? So just like, Peter said, circulate that energy, get that going. Okay, so once you do that, now all of a sudden you get in the zone. Now you're present, right? You're not thinking about anything else but getting the job done and being the best you. And so once you can recognize where those kinks are and where those judgment zones have kind of held you back from being the best you, now you can really start to shift yourself, right? Plant your seed, start your day off right, and go out there to be the best you.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. Love that. And I'm all about mindset. So you're speaking my love language there because I really think we have more control than we think we do when it comes to changing all the negativity and all the stuff that is thrown our way. And we know we're going to have lots of junk. I mean, it's reality. Life is going to hit us. It's going to hit us hard sometimes. We're going to suffer loss and heartache, and we're going to need to figure out ways to make that change. And it's so funny. Some of the words you said are things I absolutely do. Getting up and doing a power move. I do that. I'll play loud music. I'll do, before I get on a call, if I'm a little fearful of the call, it's someone on my chicken list or something, I'll get up and do something crazy so that I change my posture. I'm more confident and I feel better going into that call. So these are all great, fabulous tips. You gave more than I could have expected tonight, Aaron. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Get everybody so fired up. No one's going to be able to go to sleep now. So
that's the point.
So you guys just, if you can't go to sleep, get on and start letting everyone know about free shipping, bigger packs, free enrollment, double dipping. Get them in our new February group. And Aaron, can't wait to see you at the next event.
February 8th. Let's get everybody there, man. If you're in Connecticut, make sure you get to that February 8th event and don't leave the money on the table, people. Isagenix has put $250, $500, $1,000, man, for you to go out there and share this thing. Okay? Promise yourself today that anytime Isagenix puts some money on the table, don't leave it there. Don't do that. That doesn't even make any sense. I've done that enough that I told myself, I'm not leaving no money on the table. I just can't do that. So, free shipping, free membership with the value pack, man. Oh my gosh, dude, share this thing. There's a lot of people hurting. A lot of people set New Year's resolutions and it ain't working. So ask them, how's that working for you? How's your workout going? Right? Easy. That's the icebreaker for the night, right? So when you go out there and you start sharing tomorrow on Take Action Tuesday, all right, just ask people. You see someone make eye contact, say, hey, what's going on, man? Hey, I got a quick question. How's your New Year's resolution coming along? Did you have some health goals? They'll be like, yeah, man, how's it going? Really? Wow. Well, I might have something that helps. Give me a number, man. I'll send you some information. Let's talk. That's it, man. And do that 1,000 times for the rest of the week. I guarantee you, you'll get your $1,000. Let's go, people.
That's so great. All right, guys. I'm going to unmute the line so everybody can say goodbye.